Good morning, everyone. It's Friday. Welcome to Embody Your True Essence with me, Ikue. It's Friday, August 16th. Wow, time flies. We're like in mid-August and things are moving. And it's a little cloudy today in Vancouver. But yeah, how are you guys feeling? It's just like it's so many changes are happening outside, inside of me, then it's hardly able to catch up. That's the feeling I get. But also, I'm learning to feel comfortable, more comfortable, being uncomfortable, because that's gonna be the new normal. That's keep saying. I even made the song about it. Being uncomfortable is the new normal. So yeah, but just because you were being uncomfortable doesn't mean that you are unsafe. So I am learning to separate those things. It's about unwinding our programming and all the subconscious pattern that's stored in our body. So yeah, how are you guys feeling? Welcome to my speaking meditation time. This is a time to speak about the energy of the day and talk about what I'm going through and connect with people who are watching, also who are watching the recording. Thank you guys for being here. And it kind of just like, you know, working through the blockages that we have in our mind, in my mind, and becoming more of who we are. That's our goal. So I like to show you the sky. I'm in a balcony, and this is the sky in Vancouver. I'm in Vancouver, Canada, but I was originally born and raised in Japan, and I came here in 2000. Came to Vancouver in 2005, so it's been like 19 years. It's crazy. And yeah, it's like I was talking about this with my partner last night. You know, he thinks that, well, when I left Canada and when I left Japan 19 years ago, that's when I already kind of, threw away the system of Japan, and it's like I'm gonna be free. And I came here, and so it's like, he said that I don't have to worry about my, like, you are free. You're here to be happy. But at the same time, like, it's very hard to unwind the patterns that we have for a very long time. And it's all about self-awareness at the end, right? Just noticing our patterns. And that's the hardest part, because I teach how to move fascia to people, and that's the first step, right? We think that, oh wow, like I feel loose doing fascia maneuvers and move our body is so much fun. And as you do that, you started to finally learn how to manage your stress, right? Stress is accumulated. Like when you feel emotions and you hold on to it, and it's like, it's like, and you go to bed and you can decrease your stress a little bit. You rest and you wake up again and you feel more stress, and then you rest again, and it goes like this, right? Over time, you carry a little more and a little more stress in your body, and that is the cause of every disease, essentially. And so emotions are the strongest contributor over symptoms. I just realized that. And as we are moving through this, I think it's very important to know that what you put inside of your body, like the food you eat and the emotion that you feel, and also the drinks that you drink, those things are super important to be aware, and the chemicals in the air. So I am opening up. We are all opening up. We are all learning to open up our heart, because we have emotions. We have energy emotion. Energy emotion hits the layer of fascia, causes a sensation, and skin is attached to fascia. And I talk about fascia a lot, obviously, because this is like what I like to embody when I open up my fascia. We're opening up this Pandora box of infinite possibilities, but we don't even know what the infinite possibilities are until we really tap into that side. So yes, today is And I'm also talking about astrology. So today's energy is step 24. It's Libra day. Anybody here Libra? I love being Libra because Libra, I'm a Libra, and it's just very laid back, peaceful, loving energy that connects everyone. And but what I'm learning to learning is receiving. I am learning to receive because I tend to go outside. It goes like this. My energy likes to go out like 360 degrees outside. It's like I love myself when I go outside. But what I'm learning is what I love shouldn't just go outside like that. The direction I'm learning is literally, wow, the car is just doing some crazy stuff. It's just shining like this, pouring self-love, showering myself first because I put myself first. So yeah, anybody can relate to that? That'll be awesome. So today is a creative resting and receiving day. You're wired to open up and receive the path of least resistance about your future creations and golden egg manifestation. So at Sears Joy, they've been talking about golden egg manifestation. And if you haven't done any, working on your drawing board, a human garage we call it paint a picture. Paint a picture is there. There are a couple categories. Talk about your career, legacy, your relationship, your finance, and you get to explore that because sometimes if you don't have that category, then you kind of just like, this is what I want, and it's like a drunk writing, right? Once you kind of like set yourself, okay, I'm going to work on here, I want to work on here. And so be clear about what you're going through and what you like to manifest. And then think about details after, but without setting the intention, without daydreaming, without going back to the drawing board, you kind of just like blindfoldedly, going through things like this. And it's like, let it flow, surrender, trust in the unknown. But there are other aspects, right? You need to, okay, you can do this, right? As long as you set your intention. Because without setting your intention and going like this, I'm surrendering and trusting the unknown, you're just going to go in, put yourself into chaos of ocean. So it's very important that you set the intention. There's I know Joe Dispenza talk about the line consciousness. That's our intention, right? Point A to point B, you gotta set the intention. And there's a circle consciousness in between. So as long as you set the intention and it goes through that line of consciousness and circle consciousness. So this is everything is happening. You are also interacting with everybody else's intention. This is the power of co-creation, right? You can't set when things gonna happen because the time doesn't even exist. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. Audio keeps pausing for some second. Okay, let me just quickly reset this. Thank you guys. Give me 30 seconds. Okay, so I am going to just... Okay, I'm going to try again. Thank you. I go here. I have microphone. Check, check, check. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Yeah, things happen. Technology. Mercury retrograde. Can you guys hear me? I hope you can hear me. Okay, so we are. Mercury has retrograded to 28 Leo. Thank you for the comment. Yeah, so Mercury, just like I just talked about, Mercury has retrograded to 28 Leo. Thoughts are focused on values, outcome, finances, or grand creations. Be mindful more about the feeling of your future rather than the details. Details will be handled in Virgo. Interesting. So 10 is represent Taurus energy. It's about the manifestation, right? So I started to understand Taurus is that degree that help us manifest and, you know, think about what we want to manifest. At the same time, it's a very sensitive sign and degree because it's like, you know, Taurus is a very strong energy. This is what I'm gonna manifest. It's like you're taking on all the energies in. So that's why, you know, when you hit the Taurus, you feel like you want to eat food more to nurture yourself. But it can be a very sensitive sign. Like there could be a lot of triggers, like as you manifest things, like there could be a self-doubt and there could be something that stops you. And it's just going like this, going through that emotions. But it's part of it, right? Again, I think we're all learning to be uncomfortable because, thank you, I really appreciate. What is it you're reading from? I was just like reading a series Joy, and I'm also adding my take of what I'm learning. So Mercury retrograded to 28 Leo, and that net to 10 is a Taurus energy. That's why talking about Taurus energy is a manifestation energy, but can be very sensitive, and because we want to protect a manifestation. So if you're being triggered, you're not alone. And you know, things are like, you know, some people say things are about to hit the fan. What's that word? I'm dancer from Africa and Rwanda. Wow, that's amazing. Africa, wow. I'm literally connecting with people with like from all over the world. I feel like as a mover, dancer, and artist, like it's time for us to spread the positive messages. Like I'm opening up more channels myself. I don't necessarily, you know, just define myself. I am this, I am that. But I'm this and this and this and this and this and this is all of me. You know? That being said, I found this cool app called Donna. I'm gonna type it. If you guys are interested, shoot me a message so I can send you the link. And this Donna app can help you make music. And I've been journaling, you know, all that stuff is part of the meditation and journal. Nice to see you too, and journal. And then it's kind of like poem too. You're coming up with how you feel, and then you just kind of like create art out of what you're going through. And I came across this app called Donna, and I am making music from it. You can pick your mood, and you can pick the genre of music, and then you can pick a vocal. So whether male vocal or you let the AI decide, and then you click and then make music in 2 minutes. It's crazy. It's crazy what it does. So yeah, from that, I make some good music. Some are not so good, some are good, and it's like some are spot on. And I think, you know, creating the art, music, frequency, movement, and those things are super powerful. So I just want to be the person that spread that positive message. But most importantly, like Serious Joy reminded me yesterday, you tend to focus on the love, creation, kids, and love, all kinds of stuff, but you rarely think about loving yourself. So here comes my pattern. I'm learning to, you know, just allow myself. I think that culturally, coming from Japan, the judgment for myself is super stoic. I am so hard on myself, and it works in a good way, also very negative way. When I works this detail oriented, judgmental, like, you know, when you talk about Japan, kaizen, you know, the word kaizen, it means improvement, and I am so trained to look at what is not working. That's my eyes go. And I'm so good at it. But I'm also use that skill to harm myself as I'm judging. So I am learning that it's okay to have the part of myself, you know. I can see what's good and what doesn't look good immediately. But I don't use that to harm myself anymore. I don't use that to, you know, harm others. Why do I do that? Instead, I'm using that as a measurement, but also loving myself and being kind to myself and others through this process. You know, Kendrick Lamar, of course. What was that? I just thought about the song, but I can't sing at this moment. Yeah, I love all kinds of songs. I think every art, every interaction, and around us, inside of us, is a mixture of light and darkness. It's not that, oh, this person is good, this person is bad, right? We all have our light, we all have our shadow. And a powerful place is just acknowledging and seeing all parts of ourselves without judgment. And then yet we have a choice. Where do you want to live in? And what do I want to choose every moment? I like to acknowledge my shadow. I like to acknowledge my light. And I like to see that in everywhere. It's kind of like a giraffe. Giraffe. There's light and darkness. It's like a mixture of beauty all around us. But we have a choice where you want to live. And so that's what I'm embodying. Yeah. Music is powerful. My favorite type of genre of music is actually Afrobeats. Boom, boom, dum, 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 dum. Right? So that's the foundation of Afrobeats. And it's just like, and then all the music is like, there's a foundation, and then there's an infinite, combination of memory happen to that. But it's at the end of it, it's a grid, it's a pattern. Pattern is important, structure is important. And what I'm learning is, okay, having that foundation, strong, solid platform and a foundation, but I get to play with that. The possibilities are endless, right? So embodying this freedom of choice, freedom of expression, and having joy and finding joy through all of this. It's okay to make mistakes. That's the hardest part. Yeah. I was talking with one of my students after my class yesterday, and she really helps me guide. she's on her way to becoming shaman. I can feel that. And she always reminds me, Ikue, what you're learning is coming back to Ikue, coming back to myself. And becoming is believing that, coming back to who I really am. I feel like I'm still coming back to my place, like if we are all discovering who we really are by believing, okay, this. And she talks about 2 points. Being Japanese, we tend to be so hard on ourselves, because being polite is the number one quality of being Japanese. When you go to my country or interact with anyone with Japanese, you will come across this sense of politeness, being kind and being polite is different, right? Because I think the person that you need to be kind is yourself first, So it's not about, I'm always going to be polite, but at the same time, like, you need to know when to stop that. There should be a boundaries, because you respect yourself first. But there's a lot of like structure that I'm winding, like, okay, I have this core value of, being kind to myself and being kind to others, but not necessarily have to be polite all the time. And the huge lesson a couple of days ago was, I am no longer responsible for anybody else's emotions. That's a huge part, right? I'm no longer responsible for anybody else's emotions. I'm just gonna live my life making decisions. So yeah, if you're going through similar things and you're not alone, okay, I am continuing more. So self-love, super love, Leo season is almost done. We're just like finish learning about what it's like to love yourself more and more. So today's a Libra day. I receive. It's a whirling state of awareness. In consciousness, this is negative energy, not as in bad energy, but rather in the concept of pulling life force into you instead of pushing life force out of you. So both are important. Some days are more pushing type of energy. Some days are more pulling type of energy. This is part of the flow. This is part of the ocean, part of the waves, right? We're all learning to go like that. And some people are so programmed to go this way only. Some people are so programmed to go this way only. And both are important. Both are important, right? It's just like learning to be good at pushing, but learning to be good at pulling. Giving, receiving, giving, receiving. Now, for this reason, you may discover that, your feelings and heart are naturally wired to take in everything that crosses your path today. For this reason, you may discover that you are sensitive to people's energy, environment, or to certain foods or light. You may want to plan your day to be void of harsh environments, intense people, or crowded situations. Because the net 6 energy is tied to the heart, it's also smart to avoid anything your heart would find disturbing. Plan to be gentle with yourself. On the broader scope, today your heart is opening and weighing options for your future. This is a day to open your heart to all the possible scenarios. Carve out some specific time today to consciously focus on the different options you have for the future. You will feel if you belong or not to each vision. If your heart belongs moving in a certain direction, you will observe your heart open up, grow excited, or it may inspire creativity or a new solution. Yeah, it's always comes in the heart. Impossible, infinite options. What are we gonna choose? Yeah. Combination of net 6 is in the I love Leo season makes for incredible creativity and insight. Step 24 Leo is one of the most creative days in the entire year. Instead of choosing an options you have already thought of, you may create a new one today. This is the one time of year when you're not supposed to settle, compromise, or allow your wishes to fall into the background. If you don't like the options you are given, then be strong like a lion and create your own direction. Yeah, it's a powerful day. If your heart loves it, you're on the right track. In each of your stories today, open your heart and weight your options for the future. Observe which ones your heart opens up to and why. Your heart and feelings are evaluating options for social influence, politics, and public role, or creating a specific relation to the public. Love will always rule on earth. Choose the path that lights up your heart. Any feelings of resistance are intuitive warnings. Allow your inner child to put the finishing touches into your long-term action plan or character development. This is the moment to add color, artistic flair, or to make it fun. Feelings will find the sweet spot. Your goal today is to open your heart and authentically, did I pronounce it right? Authentically rate your options for the future. Be honest with yourself. Today is one of the best days of the year for relationship. Any relationship that begins today has a special place in your future. Romantic relationships can come to a new understanding or mutual agreement today. This is a perfect day to find the balance or a fair compromise between two parties or objectives. Use your heart to weigh. Have a loving day. My heart will feel when it's right. Our hearts feel when it's right. Hi, Marion. I was just talking about you. Thank you for your guidance. And we're loving the heart that we have. Yeah. It's a very, so what I get from this message is it's a day to going back to a drawing board, paint a picture again. I would like to go back and take some time to spend for myself. It's a receiving day. And this card also reminded me, I'm going to read it in a minute, but commit to your self-love. And today is a receiving day. You may want to spend some time alone. Ground rising, beautiful being. Yes, same to you, Marian. It's so beautiful. I think we're all unwinding the pattern that we have, and we don't even know there's those patterns exist. And I want to really harness that. Like, what it's like to just be me. What is just to like be me, by you being you and co-creating together, and we can only do that by working together, but also reminding ourselves, like, sometimes you can't see yourself, and then outside people can is basically teaching us, showing us who we are or who we were not. So we're just filtering out what we are or what we are not. And so this is a process, and I think we are learning that lesson at exact timing and exact speed. And sometimes we think that, oh, I want to learn more, I want to get to this right away, but this is exactly the speed that we need to learn at. So let's sit with that. And I'm really learning that flow, like push and pull. I even make the song I need to publish. Divine timing, yes. I'm really learning that things do not happen at my timing ever. Things happen at a divine timing. And when your timing, the ego timing, happens to be at the divine timing, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So just setting that power, setting the intention today, and let that sink in. Let that painted picture sink in. This is what I want to do. I had a great meeting with Human Garage core team a couple of days ago, and then I was grateful because they were so busy, right? You don't get that kind of privilege, like, having Gary, Cynthia, Jason, Aisha, all in one, and having meeting with me, and just for me. And I used to have that all the time, and I don't get it, rarely get it. So it's like, and then Gary, I was like talking about things, and then Gary's like, no, it's up to you. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? It's not like what they want me to do, right? So I'm like, okay, wow. And then here comes my pattern, because I am so used to being told what to do. That's another thing. And it's that makes me emotional, but I'm so used to be told what to do. Being told what to do and then do it so beautifully, and yeah, that's the hardest pattern to break it to break through. Do you guys ever have that patterns? And because I come from that place where I been told what to do, I think I was talking with my partner last night, and then the way he was expressing, and we were talking about what we were going through, I think he comes from the opposite, total opposite. He comes from that chaotic expression of freedom. It's like, I'm gonna go crazy and I express myself, and then he hit the wall so many times. And so he's learning to have freedom within the structure. And here I am, come from the very strong control of structure, and I'm learning to let myself free. So I think that's why we have this energy of pull and push. It's great to allow those emotions emerge and share your courage with that. Thank you, Marianne. Yeah. So I think I often talk about the freedom within the structure and the structure within the freedom. And because I am really learning that, somehow we thought that, okay, we live in the matrix, let's go out of the matrix and create our own. But it's not necessarily like that. We all already have a patterns and grid and inside of us, and fascia is the structure. But this structure just needs to be a little bit more fluid and adapted. That's all that is. We're not like trying to create something new. It's that everything that we need is available for us inside, outside, and what we have to do is using those materials and ingredients and create whatever we want to create, but somehow we are putting ourselves into this, idea of perceived notion that this is what we should be creating, kind of thing. And so I am learning to create the structure of freedom. That's my platform, that's my core. What it's like for me to, finding a perfect balance. What is Marion would say, what is Ikue will create. So yeah, like there was some time that I feeling like, okay, I'm a fashion maneuvers coach, this is what I should be doing. I'm a dancer, this is what I should be doing. And I am this, I am that, but they're all of me. There's all of me. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what's happening. Yeah, some lives are very emotional for me. I should have brought my tissue. Okay, feeling yourself from the subconscious mind, easing your way back to the amazing bright light that wants you to shine. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Marian. Freeing yourself from the subconscious mind, easing your way back to the amazing bright light that wants you to shine. I'm going like this because the tears are dropping. Yeah, it's super something that unwinding. We all have a patterns in us, and unwinding the patterns is the hardest part, and that's the next phase. I feel like everyone's have their, we all have take steps of healing, and okay, first let's work on that. Work on that body part. Do fascia maneuvers. Let's hydrate our body and move our fascia, and reduce pain, reduce inflammation. Now we're at this page. Okay, I'm not dying. I am not struggling, like per se, like maybe like I'm not struggling with the pain. I'm not struggling maybe financially, or maybe have some struggle there, but it's like I'm not dying. I have roof on top, and now we're working on the patterns. And so patterns can only be broken when we decide to just stop that action or reaction that we are keep choosing, right? So I'm coming to a point like, why am I feeling like this? Why is my body tend to react like this? Why am I even walking like this, right? Why am I like, when I'm walking, why is my neck is so tense up? Sometimes like we all have patterns. Maybe, it's not necessarily a toxic patterns, but it's not so much serving me anymore. For example, I noticed that from that long years of ballet training, I have a lot of street dance training, but I also have some classical ballet training. And when I do ballet, it's like I elongate my neck. I have a lot of space in me, but it's like have this so much tension here that it's like it's causing some pain. Like my neck should be relaxed. I think it's, some people are, I get asked this question many times. It's like, how can I release this neck sagginess of the neck? I mean, first of all, pay attention to your posture, but also the pattern that you have in your body. For me, I don't really have that saggy, like I guess like I have this like type of posture, which is good. It doesn't let me let me sag, let me have a saggy neck, which is a good thing. But at the same time, it's like, why am I so tensed up, right? I need to let myself loose. What I need to learn is how to relax. It's wonderful, Ikue, to see you feeling into your being so they can flow through your eyes. It's stored up fantastic feelings expressing. Yes, thank you, Marian, for being that super cheerleader for yourself and for others. Yeah, thank you. Your words are always help me shift. It's wonderful. You're on your way to becoming shaman. It's wonderful. Yeah, it's you feeling into your being so they can flow through your eyes. It's stored up. Yeah, you don't even know what you've been storing here, here, there, here, there. So yeah, it's about both, right? Structure is important. Freedom is important. Both are equally important. The duality, light and darkness, both are equally important. And pushing energy, pulling energy, both are equally important. This type of energy is important. This is where I come from, the Japanese culture, wearing kimono and samurai spirit, and it's like rigid. It's like, but and then maybe some culture, maybe hippie culture, is always like this. You need both. You need both. You need both. Pull and push. So that's the energy we're learning. Yeah. Okay. So I normally pick a card at the end of the class. And it's a beautiful card. I mean, I might change at some point, but I love picking this card. It's a beautiful card, and I tap the number of the step a day of the day. So today is a step 26. It's a Libra day. I tap 24 times, and commit to self-care rituals. So commit to self-care rituals. Self-care isn't selfish, so give yourself permission to put yourself first. Are you guilty of always putting others before yourself? Sometimes we get into the habit of trying to take care of everyone except ourselves. We fall off the healthy habit, bandwagon, and nurturing ourselves seems like a chore. Don't wait until resentment or anger kicks in to take a break. If you have been overgiving and you are on the edge of burnout, this card shows up as a reminder to take care of yourself before overextending again. Remember, you can't give from an empty cup. When you pull this card, it's time to take a self-care sabbatical and reconnect. Recommit it to your rituals. Rituals are small daily acts that become habits over time. Sometimes all you need is a simple 5 minute meditation to recharge your batteries. Consistency is key. Maybe you go all out and clear your calendar for a DIY spa day at home. Remember, it takes 21 days to create a habit, so commit to your rituals. Do yourself a favor and fulfill your cravings first today. Plus, you'll be a much better mood if shit hit the fan. If shit is about to hit. That's for sure. So when you learn how to take care of yourself, you'll be a much better mood if shit hit the fan. Caution, self-care side effects can lead to more happiness, increased energy, boosted confidence, plus more patience for annoying people. I commit to my self-care rituals and plan on pampering myself today. Yeah, you can't give away what you don't have. Yes, you can't give away what you don't have. So in that sense, becoming abundant is it's the right that was given already, but also if you become more abundant, you have so much to give. I want to get into that and loving myself and allowing myself to receive and becoming more abundant in many aspects financially so that I can give myself. You know, I was on my way home and I wanted to get some donair wrap, and there's this like really yummy place across the Grumble station, and it's a vendor. It's like a how do you call it? The food truck, and then they were really reasonable. You know, everything is getting more expensive, but this is like this donair thing is really yummy and reasonable. It's like $10, and you can get like a pita wrap, right? And then so I order it. I was waiting for the order, and there's this guy came up to me. It's like, can you buy me? It's like he was a homeless guy, and he came up to me. He said, can you buy me food? And yeah, I'm doing it. Yes, 8 infinity. And he's like, can you buy me food? And it's like, of course. It's like $10 is nothing, you know. And I was very happy that I was able to provide that. You know, it was nothing. I'm like, wow. It's like this guy doesn't even have money, $10 to spare. You know, like I mean, $10 to spend, and I'm like, here I am, like, you know, it's just this very small amount. I have $10 to spare. I can help people. That was a really good feeling, you know. I think the world is going to crisis. I keep saying that, and but you don't have to live in that mindset. You don't have to live in that frequency, but we are all interacting. Again, we are living in this mixture of light and shadow, and it's all gonna be like that, right? You will see people suffering, you will see people going through stuff, and then you will see yourself going through your own stuff. But at the same time, it's like it's about learning. We're all learning, coming back to who we are, and by going, you know, in the process of becoming who we are seeing what people are going through, and you can choose. We have a choice. We have a choice. Marion always said this. We have a choice. Where where you where you stand. Where do you want to stand in that, in the world of chaos, in the world of chaos that looks like chaos, right? And we have a choice what we are creating. I am creating the structure. I am creating the structure of this fluid, adaptive, and flowy, move like water. Um, yeah, that's what it is. It's not about going outside of the matrix. Matrix is exists within you. It's helping us navigate structure without structure, um, in order or out of order. Order. If you're not in order, you're out of order. That becomes chaotic. But chaos, it doesn't have that structure. You need that core value, right? So it's all about the guidance, and that's what I'm learning. Yeah, what is your structure? What is like to live in your structure? Show me. Is it shiny? Is your structure shiny? Is your structure more fluid? Is your structure more, yeah. We all get to choose that. I'm choosing to have like an octopus type of structure. And more joyful. We're all connected and treating all beings as worthy, no matter what is how we love deeply into ourselves, the universe, and all that is. Yeah, we're all connected and treating all beings as worthy, no matter what. No matter what is how we'll, am I creating a sentence? We will love deeply into ourselves, the universe, and all that is. Yeah, yeah. It's it's a it's a lot of learning. Um, I got read my Akashic record a couple days ago, and one of the questions that I asked was, how can I find a balance between my career and my personal relationship? And the message that I got was, you know how I know how to find a balance because I'm a dancer, I'm a mover, I know how to flow. And it's like, yeah, it's like, you know, I just need to apply what I know through my movement practice to this movement that is called life. Art of movement. Everything is an art, right? Like as I'm dance, I have fun, I know how to flow, and I know how to move my body, and I just need to apply that to every aspect of my life. If I know how to move, then I should be able to do everything that I'm not good at yet. So yeah, it's a movement philosophy and movement practice, and this is how I show up to myself, this is how I show up to the world, so that people can take it as an inspiration or trigger or activation clue so that they can create their own. Yeah. So anyone have any question? Thank you guys for watching. So this speaking meditation time is every morning from Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. PST, and I post the recording every day, and I'm also started to post this recording under that under this what is it YouTube. I think what's happening in the world is, things are moving, censorship kicked in, and Instagram is a little bit going cray-cray. It's good it's for anyone if you're trying to, do social media. It's good to diversify and cross-sharing using all the platform, also creating your own. So I think the time is here, something that I'm going for. Allowing myself to listen. Every small shift you make towards your highest and best self will shift the classic record chronicles in all timelines, past, present, and future. Honor how you are sharing with humans. Amazing. Yeah, I love to read twice. Every small shift you make towards your highest and best self will shift the classic record chronicles in all timelines, past, present, and future. Honor how you are sharing with humans. Amazing. Yeah, I just screenshot it. Thank you, Marian. When I was during the classic record reading, this is the last thing I would like to say before I go. I was going through some blockages in my relationship, and my friend who are reading this, he asked this question: when was bring the past life that where I'm going through the similar blockage? Thank you, Marianne. So, and then a guy showing me and bring me the person, probably the different version of me, who is going through the same thing. And the funny thing is, this is just, you take it as a grain of salt. The past life, or there's time doesn't exist. It's a different version of me. Evelyn, the woman named Evelyn, is kind of similar to Ikue. It's kind of weird. Evelyn shows up, and Evelyn is a Christian woman and having a struggle with her husband, and the husband is Muslim, and she's Christian. So there's a lot of dilemma and blockages in terms of different belief system, and she's unhappy with her marriage, but she stayed in the marriage, and then what she advised me was, don't repeat what I'm repeating. And I take it as an inspiration. It's not that I should just run away from this problem. It's about shifting a perspective, right? What I want to see, what is being shown is my inspiration, and I get to choose. I have a choice. And I think it seems like a different belief, but this is not how we solve the problem, right? It's about how can we work together. So yeah, it's interesting. Have you ever had classic record reading is super powerful. I think you will receive the answer and messages that you need to receive at the moment in time. It's not like you're going to get all kinds of messages, because that's going to confuse your life, because you don't need all of that, because it's not crazy. It's a classic record is like a library that all your past life, future self, everything is recorded and expanding, constantly expanding. We're just learning different aspects of ourselves, and that different aspects of ourselves are infinite. There's so many millions of aspects of ourselves, and we're constantly shifting timeline depending on where we are. And once we learn the lesson, we shift. Once we learn the lesson, shift. As we shift, people around you shift. How we interact is crazy. At the end of it, there's no one to blame. There's nothing to blame. We're shifting. You hear what you need when it's able to be received without resisting. Yeah. It's like Matrix, when the oracle shows up. and Neo always receive. It's not the true, it's not the message that is true. It's a message that he needs to hear at the moment in time so that he can make that decision at the moment in time. And then it's like because of the lesson, because of the message I received, he take that action, and then he actually makes stuff happen. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy how things play out. And if you go back to Matrix, it makes sense. You hear what you need when it's able to be received without resistance. Thank you for your friendship and authentic honesty. Have a great weekend. Give everyone big hugs for me. Yes, tomorrow is gonna be a big day. Radical responsibility for everything that happens in your life with a thank you, no matter what. Yeah, it's like sometimes thank you for showing me this nasty behavior to so that I can love myself more. Right? Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I think it's, yeah, I'm gonna screenshot this. Thank you guys for all your guidance to co-creation. Let's just talk about tomorrow quickly, and now I'll go. Tomorrow is, we have a Vancouver trauma event. Human Garage core team is back in town, and we're gonna move Fascia together. I am part of the openers, opening up and setting the strong intentions for the successful of the day. And I know we're gonna shift a lot. We're in charge if we let someone steal our joy. Yes, yeah. We use someone else's what they were doing as an inspiration, and we create our own. We reminding ourselves, where do we live? We have a choice. We all have a variety of choices that are being shown. Oh, I like this. I don't like that. And oh, I can't. That's interesting. Take it as an inspiration, and we all get to choose. Okay, I live in my heart. I live in my heart. Pay attention to sensation and feelings, and don't take actions right away. Right? Observe, listen, and then let that sink in. Let that dance commence. When the emotion comes, right? And it's like, okay, that feels good in my body. Wow, this idea, this feeling helped me shift. Wow, there's another perspective I didn't know, right? Tomorrow will be fantastic. Super excited for the joining up. Yes, yeah. We had this trauma event last year, and since then, so many things happened. So I love this reunion. Very, very exciting. I'm excited for what is going to unfold through this. Today's a kick go hard on the forehead while playing. Remembered your fascia for face and the bum really nearly vanished. She felt awesome too, almost immediately. Okay, that's awesome. Another screenshot. That is awesome. See, a kid got hurt on forehead. On pin. Yeah, you just have to quickly move the fascia and then reminding ourselves, it's like, no, you good. Your fascia is open. So it doesn't create further trauma, right? It's like, it's not about, what did I do to attract this event? Why did I fall? Sometimes it's just like, laugh at yourself. Oh, I tripped. It's like, oh my God, why did this happen? But it's okay. It's all good. I love myself. It's okay. Love myself. Just relax. If you feel tension on your neck, it's like, no, it's okay. You're good. I'm good. Thank you guys for being here, and this was wonderful. Every live is so different, but we're all learning, and thank you for joining my speaking meditation. I love you. I'm sending all the love. This is how I shine my light. I give myself love, and with beaming with light, and whatever residual, we'll share each other, right? I'm learning to put myself first, love myself first. And every time I go like this, I always come back. It's like, okay, did I love myself enough today? Did I love myself enough today? Switching. Yeah, always get the love. Yes. Yeah. But at the end, everything should be more simple, right? Let's create this strong unity and love. And that's all that is, I dance hip hop. And at the end of it, You know, if you guys see this viral video of Reagan from Australia being bashed, and that's not hip hop, that's not breaking. But at the end of it, it's like, you know, I don't know what she's going through, but I'm pretty sure she's a strong person. You know, it's like, it is what it is. This happened, and I did what I did, and I'm happy with it. And you know, take whatever lesson she needs to know, right? So just keep going. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to feel embarrassed sometimes, and you know, that that dream of being successful, to give a huge impact in the world, needs to be bigger than the fear. My nose is blocked. Needs to be bigger than the fear of being seen, being judged, and being misunderstood by others. And that's a huge part for me, coming from that culture. So I'm learning to just free myself, and it's all good. And I'm just being comfortable being me. Yeah. But it's also okay to be uncomfortable being me, right? It's about that balance. I have always wanted to dance hip hop. Yeah, never too late. Never too late. We'll start some dance class. Okay, thank you guys, and have a great rest of your day. And if you're coming tomorrow, I will see you soon. Bye.